All right. Hello and welcome everyone for the Kubernetes Contributor Summit North America 2024 meeting. Today is the 29th of July, 2024. Please keep in mind this meeting operates under the code of conduct, which in short basically means be nice and excellent to each other. All right. From my side, I created the document for the planning for the sessions and for the rooms, and I already blocked out a lot of so lunch break and so on, so content can basically continue to fill in and also has a room overview. I saw that I received a lot of access requests. The problem with this is that access requests usually are managed via the mailing list. So, and Keslin, please correct me if I'm wrong. If you are part of the dev mailing list and the contribX mailing list, then you should have access to this folder and to this document, right?
I believe so. I can go check.
Let me
I just verified by clicking through it.
And so that's accurate?
As I'm no longer a lead, but I am on the both contribX and dev mailing lists.
Okay, great. So please, whoever wants access to this, please join the mailing list for contribX. That's the easiest way, because I think that if I grant manual access, that it will get revoked because this happened to me in the past every time that I accessed the stuff.
DevAt does not have access to this folder. It is SIG contribX. So please join the SIG contribX mailing list. You are all part of a SIG contribX subproject. So.
All right. Beside this, as I already have mentioned, I have the go for the CNCF Q&A, and I communicated the times now with Gphy so that Gphy can basically block everyone's calendar for this from CNCF side. Then, with great pleasure, we hand over to Brienne for CNCF updates. Brienne is not here, I see. Okay. She asks for equipment needs, flip charts, white paper, office supplies, what's really needed. And what's also, it would be good to have nice to have versus what we actually need. I guess that I guess we should ask the folks from DocSprint if they need specific things. I know that last time in Paris we looked for an HDMI adapter for the screen that was there and was missing. Please go ahead and think about stuff. We had handouts printed for the unconference sessions. I will bring the copies that I have with me, but potentially we need to print out some more. Yeah, exactly. The how to unconference handouts. I have some laminated ones, but I think it's good to have some additional ones. Any questions? Otherwise, we could just people could just fill in things, and we can go over this next week once Brienne maybe is back.
Yeah, well, I filled in a few things there from an operations perspective. because we also want the 5 to 1 minute flip signs.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get those printed if they're not things that events already has, but they may in fact already have those.
Yeah.
So
All right, Josh, then you can also continue.
Okay. That's about it. One of the things I was going to ask if Brienne was here, but I guess I'll ask on there, is what exactly is the ordering timeline for staff swag, because I need to decide whether we're gonna offer personalization or not, and part of that's going to be based on when we reasonably have to order the stuff. I may need to just check with vendors. Because we won't be able to confirm volunteers until early October at the earliest. And I don't want to be. We've done two things in the past that haven't worked out great, right? One is we've ordered early based on people raising their hand and thus printed out a bunch of personalized swag for people who didn't actually show up. And the other one is we've waited until the very last minute and then not received the swag because it got delayed. So I don't really want to do either of those, and so it's going to depend on when we have to order it. We might even split things so that we have personalized swag for the actual summit staff, the leads and shadows, and the volunteers get non-personalized swag.
I think this would be potentially. I mean, if we already have confirmed volunteers, they get it, and we just set a deadline and order.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't consider the volunteers confirmed until we have them on a schedule grid, which can't happen until content is done with creating a schedule grid, which they can't do for a while. And those volunteers are all registered for the event. So really, if we have to order before, like, say, October 7th, then I don't think we're personalizing stuff for the volunteers.
Yeah. Keslin's idea is actually funny because I was at a conference this year where they had this, where you can where they embroidered your base cap or something like this in the conference. But this might be too expensive.
Yeah, this is a thing that people own, but it's also quite bulky and heavy and could be easily damaged in transit. So
yeah, they usually have, for like the conference and things, they have like a thing that's like specifically meant for it. It's not just your standard embroidery machine. It is literally like a machine for this type of purpose.
Yeah.
But you could just bring a regular sewing machine that can do embroidery. Some of them have carrying cases.
So you're volunteering?
Hey, or you get a metal pin or something, and you get like one of those like laser etcher things, and you just bring the laser etcher and just punch your name and go.
Yeah, we should. This should have been added like a long time ago to the CNCF basics layout for KubeCons. All right. Next up, Josh. Any other topic from you?
Yeah. We had our first staff meeting, our first ops meeting with some of the volunteers last week, which is nice because this is part of my scheme to use the ops volunteers to get people warmed up to the idea of being on the summit staff next cycle, because we need more. We need more new summit staffers, and people have to start somewhere. And it was good because we had 5 of the volunteers show up for the meeting, which means they're interested in being involved beyond just the day of the event.
That's great.
And like I said, to both Caslin and Xander, I am including volunteers for the social event and the meet and greet in what I ask people to sign up for. So at some point when we're actually getting to the sign up portion, I want you to talk to the volunteers.
Great. Then content. I don't know, is Carol doing it or Nitish is also on the call?
Yeah, we will do together.
That's great.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we have 6 call for paper response so far. We created the issue about the unconference that Nitish created. We are waiting for the access to the sketch access for the schedule. We will create a Slack group to the submit staff call for paper idea.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, Nitish, do you want to add more?
Sure. Thanks, Carol, for this. So I have created a Slack group with all the leads in order to plan stuff for the summit stuff CFP, which I think we discussed in one of the recent calls. Apart from that, I think once we have a specific idea on how many leads are going to be present there for this conference, we can proceed with that thing. But on a general side, we are also going to have our next meeting scheduled with our shadows for next week, not this week because one of our shadow is on vacation. And I think now it's the time that the content team will be creating the schedule. So we're going to have one more sync with our team before we start creating the actual schedule. And for that, we have already asked for the shed access, I think from Brain. And once we get that, we'll be good to and start selecting CFPNs and creating a schedule out of it. So yeah.
All right. Yeah. You already reached out regarding the panel that we could have. Yeah. I think we can find a time slot to talk about this. Now it's comms with Sandeep.
Yes. Everyone, hello. This is Sandeep, Comms Shadow, giving updates on behalf of Kathleen. So the first update is what has been sent. So we sent the CFP and the registration reminder on July 23rd. And the next thing that we sent is the leads only award nomination reminder. So that was sent on July 24th. And it was my first email. So it got stuck in the queue because I cannot directly send it to Lee. And then Kathleen and Madhav helped to unblock it. So the email actually went out on time. The next section is for the reviews requested. So that we have an award nomination reminder just one day before the due date. And the review is currently underway. So along with my team, I have also reached out to the award lead and shadow. And Laura said that it looked good to her. And I'm waiting to see if Mars has any comments. So it is scheduled to go out on July 30th tomorrow. And along with the email, we will also be doing a Slack post like that, just Slack post to the shares and the tech list. So the sent is done, the review requested 2 updates, and now the third and the last update is on what is in the upcoming next. So the first one is the design reminder that is 3 weeks out. It will be ready for review by August 5th and sent around August 12th. Then the second one is the CFP reminder in August 12th for review, August 15th to be sent. The third is 4 more design and CFP reminders in August. The fourth is 2 more social media posts in August. Then the fifth one, 3 CFP reminders in September and 2 social media posts in September. And then 9 more communications currently planned beyond September. The final section is the first unconference comms is scheduled for September 16th after the CFP closes. And then we have the Kathleen for the comms team handbook. Kathleen got some excellent review comments and she's still attending to them one comment at a time. So that's the long update from communications. Thank you. Let us know if you have any questions.
Not a question, but I need to add a final call for volunteers in late September or early October to the list of comms, which I will do.
Okay, sure.
When is the notifications going out for accepted talks for KubeCon? It's early August, right, Bob?
Yep. I don't remember which day off the top of my head, but I know it is early August.
Maybe, and this is a suggestion. Josh, maybe after the CFP went out for the notifications went out for KubeCon to also send out another volunteer reminder directly, because then people basically get already travel allowance and stuff like this.
Yeah, I tend to think a week afterwards, just because people from
so August 14th is the public announcement.
Okay.
So not early August, but mid-August.
Mid-August. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Sandeep, for the great update. Xander is out today. And now registration updates.
Oh, wait. Janelle is here if we want to go back to CNCF updates.
Oh, hi, Janelle.
Sorry, I'm late. I apologize.
No worries. Yeah, we would.
Did you all talk through this a little bit?
We talked through this a little bit. We are still figuring out some things, and we want to basically give you feedback until next week if this is okay.
Yeah,
for
totally.
the equipment. Is there any other update from your side?
No other updates here. Brienne's out sick today, she and her little girl. So if you need anything, just ping me, probably like today, tomorrow, hoping she's back on Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, hopefully nothing too bad. Yes, we as it was already mentioned in the update for content, we forwarded Brienne all of the emails for the people that need to have access to chat. So this is already on this. There you already have all of the information.
Okay.
Great. Then, any questions to Janelle? If not, we would jump to registration update with Sriram.
Yeah, hey everyone. So as of now, we have like 15 registrations, 14 of them which were approved. And this week we've got a bunch more. I believe we have like 5 more which we need to review, and we'll be going through them soon. Yeah, that's all. Last 2 weeks have been very low. I don't think we got any new registrations in the past 2 weeks. But we've started getting more from this week. Yeah.
I mean, I still won't be too worried because it's summertime and a lot of folks go on to vacation and have not yet planned any trips to KubeCon, especially as the CFP is not yet out. The notification is not yet out. All right, next up is Keslin with meet and greet.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I'm in charge of that. Hello and welcome everyone to meet and greet with Caslin. Same reminder as every week, basically. We are planning to have it in the project pavilion. It sounds like that's going to be no problem, but we still need to get some details on how the project pavilion will be laid out and what timing we might be able to have in terms of the schedule. And so we kind of have to wait for things to get settled there. Bob is also helping us out on that front. So thank you, Bob.
It will be amazing, I'm pretty sure.
I am very excited
about
for
it.
the Project Pavilion.
All right, then it's awards with Mars. Who's in the call,
Hello.
but we can't
Yay.
hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, good. Technical troubles as always. We got 9 SIGs. We got 9 award submissions. So yay! And we're going to send another reminder today. So hopefully we will get maybe 12, maybe even 15. We will see responses, which is pretty good. Deadline is this Wednesday. And we can start next week. We can start working. Maybe this Friday. Maybe we can do like extra day or two. And next week we can start working on the presentation and trying to figure out the award design, all the other stuff, basically the usual stuff. So far so good.
This is good news, right? People came by themselves.
Yes.
All right, and now that it is in the list and Janelle is here, Josh can basically repeat the question regarding staff swag for when it is needed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to depend on the individual vendors, but per your comment of let's avoid rush orders, which I agree with, because sometimes you don't receive rush orders. What does that timeline usually look like for vendors if we wanted to personalize anything?
Sure. Typically, shipping to the advanced warehouse is, it can be done a few weeks before the event. And then we'll have anything that's there delivered that needs to go to our staff office. We'll have delivered when our team gets on site. Again, it does depend, like you said, on the individual vendor and what their timetable looks like. But Josh, if I had to throw out kind of like an estimate on that based on kind of standard, shipping that we see from, vendors that do, t-shirts and beanies and all that kind of stuff. Looking at a calendar, I would say we probably want to get it shipped by mid-November, like November 15th-ish, November 22nd would be just my guesstimate for right now.
Okay. Then it's very dependent on their production timeline. Okay.
Yes, 100%. Depends on their production timeline and what their shipping timeline looks like too.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll continue the DMs because I want to go ahead and use some vendor that you already have a relationship with for this, because I'm sure some of them have beanies. So.
Yep, that sounds good. Yeah, we can definitely take that offline.
Okay. Great. Any other topic that I have missed, forgotten, or we have not yet spoken about?
Reg team, I did get the approvals, this event pending approvals in this morning. Sorry, we didn't get that in Friday. So those are in for you now.
Great, thank you as well. If not, we again finish early, which is nice. So I wish everyone a pleasant week. Enjoy the day, afternoon, evening of today, and we will talk to each other latest next week, Monday.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.